Hello, so today we're going to be fitting in a CarPlay system to the coupe. So we've got all the stuff we need here. This is what it looks like beforehand, and then let's get into it. So step one, I've got to remove the old fascia, so just take it off with some plastic little pry things, and then you're going to want to clip 3 harnesses. There's one for the hazards and then there's 2 for the aircon and stuff. Now the gauges are left, so there's just 2 screws on either side to take that out, and then another harness, as you'll see. This car had an ISO adapter in beforehand because it had a aftermarket stereo and just an upgraded Bluetooth thing. But that wouldn't fit in mine, so I had to just wire them up because mine didn't come with an adapter, and I didn't really want to buy another. So get the wires, strip the little end off, and then because it was so thin I had to loop them back on themselves, and then just crimp on the male end for the T-tap connectors. Now just do the same with the other ends. Now that's finished. It's an absolute mess, but it'll do. So pop that into the car, just to plug in at this point, because we've already done up the wiring, and that should be good. Now at this point I've tested that it works, and it does, so I've just left with trying to mount it onto the CarPlay since it was bigger than the last area that was in. So it came with these brackets, but they were too big, so I grinded them in half, as you can see there, and then used a Dremel to sand it down, and then also cut out a little square so it would fit nicely. Once I'd got that all leveled in and made sure it fit, then I moved on to the reverse camera. So pink is not always, but should be the reverse line, but I had 2 of them, one from the old harness and one from the new one. Decided I can just work out which one's correct later, so now we're just going to take off the light to see which one's the reverse line. Three screws here to remove the light. This is just pop out now, we've unscrewed it all, and you can see the white one, the little white one there, is the reverse line. Now to break apart the boot so that we can run a line down the car. Alright, so that's the full boot lining stripped, and we've split the light connector there, as well as the inside boot light connector. Next, moving to the front of the car so we can get into the glove compartment. We need to take that off so that we can run the wire behind it straight into the dash. And then there's just one connector you've got to get rid of for the light. And then next thing is the Next, we've got to get the side skirt trim off. So we're going to pop that out, and then we're going to go for the little piece on the side there that you can see. You can see there's already another wire, which I'm pretty sure goes to an antenna or something. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to cut it because it's annoying me. It's just drooping down now because I pulled it out and I can't get it back in. And this also snapped. I don't know if it was when I was taking it off or it was just like that. You can see it's just connected with 3 little points there that you just got to pop out after you take out the 2 like push pin things. So then moving on to the back seat trim, take that out. That's not hard at all. And then we've got a nice line here to run the wire up from the dash, down along the side skirts, and then back through that trim, because I'm just going to pull it wire straight to the trunk. Now what I did here caused me an absolute headache. So in my hand there, the yellow one is the like video output, and I've plugged it into the video in, you know, just thinking, oh, video in, and I've got the video output, that'll work. It did not work, and it took me like an hour to figure out what was wrong, but I put it into the one labelled video in. So don't do that if you're doing this. I'll show you what you put it in later. And then that's the live activation wire thing, the 10 volt, so put that onto the reverse line so that gets power when I put it in reverse, and the reverse light comes on, which will switch over to the reverse camera automatically. Now the front's all wired in, or at least I thought the front was all wired in. Moving on to the back, so I've split the live and the neutral wire there, as you can see. So you can tap in the live from the video one into the live there. You can do it anywhere, it doesn't really matter. You can do it anywhere along that 10 volt line, but it doesn't really matter. But we're just going to do it down at the bottom there so it's easier. Right, so now that we've got that done, we can start connecting it to the rear light harness. So the positive, the red one, is going to go on the reverse light, which is the white one, if you can remember, and then the black one, the neutral, you're just going to go on the black wire there because it's just the neutral for all of them. Right, so they're both connected now. We can plug in the reverse lights again. And then this is the setup that we've got so far. You can see what I've tapped into where, and then what leads to the camera there. Now we're going to give it a little test, see if it works. Now we can see here that it did in fact work, but only when I did it manually. And you'll see in this next clip here, this is the wire I was meant to connect it to, not one that said video in. So put it in reverse there, and now it works. You know, I bought brand new wire. That red wire that you see there is mine, that I've redone through because I wasn't sure if maybe it had like a bad connection in the wire or something because it was cheap. Anyway, now that's sorted, time to wire it properly, the reverse camera. So you can see that I've taken it through the grommet in the light there, so I'm gonna have to reseal that up and then I've taken it down through the bumper there, just behind it, and then if you come underneath, that's the camera. I've just stuck it on because I didn't want to drill any holes yet because I wasn't happy with the position. So under there, the wires are connected, them two there, I'm going to electrical tape them, make sure they can't come unplugged, and then I'm going to zip tie it to that there, just so it's not wobbling around and nothing gets hit by it. Now it's time to wrap literally everything in electrical tape to make sure no water gets in and they don't come apart, because I just twisted a few because I ran out of the T-tap connectors. Now I just need to put everything back together how it was before, and then we're done. I'm just putting in this final few screws to secure it all. I'll just say thank you if you've made it this far. And there's going to be some like POV driving videos coming. There's going to be more fixes to the car. I want to change out the front bumper, make a Hannah bumper. I'm going to do wrap some of the handles and stuff like that. So yeah, comment what you want to see. And it's worked quite well. I'm going to put a trim around the edge because you can just see a gap there. But other than that, it works perfect. So yeah, job well done, I say.